Good morning, everybody. Day 42. Now I know I've been gone for a while. I had some recovery time, back issues, and a lot of learning was done in that time. And the first number of weeks, it's kind of like I fell back into my old habits. I was on medication, and my basically everything just drained from me. I had nothing left, so I had to pick myself up. Thank you to everybody who supported me, and everyone gave me advice and techniques to help me, and you know, I've learned some really good stuff. And so today is my first real walk in about 3 or 4 weeks now. I've been slowly getting there from kind of not being able to barely move to go to the toilet. I'm actually in a lot better place now, and it's been building up and building up. The desire to get back up on here, because you know what, sometimes I feel like I wish I could record all my thoughts and feelings. I'm experiencing such a growth in my learning, my mindset, which is actually, you know, it's really showing in my whole life. You know, it's really exciting. And a few things I wanted to address today, because I think there's a big need for a bit of clarity. As you know, what I'm doing is not solely about me. It's not about myself, because you know, really, we're all the same. We're all having different experiences, and those experiences reflect on our opinions and reflect on our emotions, our feelings, and then it also affects in our actions. And so I want to do this to help others. And this is only kind of just this is not an ego trip. It's amazing. To me, it's amazing that they have so many idiots on TV. You know, all this reality TV and all these people that need a proper education. And they're allowed to be influencers on us. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're very impressionable. You know, all our actions and the way we live is all down to our conditioning. I've experienced this in my life, kind of in this period of time where I've been recovering. And one thing I've been thinking about quite recently is labels. I mean, there's too much emphasis in this world, you know, on labels. Labels of people, labels of actions. You know, it's all a nightmare. You know, the way I put this out on here, you know, what I say on my videos means one thing to me, but whoever else is watching it means a completely different thing to them. The idea that people think what they think is right is dangerous, because that's how you cause catastrophes. That's how you cause wars and I'm not going to go too deep on it because, I mean, I'm no expert. This is just kind of what I've seen recently. You know, I want to give you a bit of an example. So, somebody really close to me has dragged me into this foolish argument over something really stupid that I want no part of, and it's happened while I've been in my recovery, and I've had a lot of time to dwell. And the thing is, really not very much has happened. Not 2 or 3 occasions where we've spoke and we fell out, but kind of plays, you know, it plays on your mind, whether you want it to or not. It plays on your mind constantly. And I'm not going to get into the details of things because it's just stupidity. It's kind of like, some of it angers me because it's so stupid, but then the anger kind of boils up inside me and affects my feelings and my actions and everything else. And you know, it's not worth the time that I'm spending thinking about it. Even if I don't want to think about it, it's there in the back of my mind. And this is why it's important to watch the people who are around you. You know, associate with like-minded people. Associate with... that's my walk done today. So I've lasted 7 minutes. But you know, bit by bit, I'm certainly learning that. Yeah, so it's vitally important for your own growth to associate with like-minded people. And if you find you are kind of influenced by negative people, negative situations, it's vitally important to get yourself out of there as quickly as possible. Because if you let it, it'll take over your life and it'll disrupt anything you try to do. You know, thankfully I've got so many positive influences and positive people around me that I've had the patience to just kind of let it go over my head, show that it doesn't bother me in an external way, and move forward. Now, obviously I can't help how I feel. Nobody can. I mean, the thing is, feelings is something that we really, really need to address and really need to look at as a society, because you know, certainly men, for instance, you know, I'm only saying this because I am a man, but growing up it was seen as weakness to show your emotions, show your feelings, and talk about your thoughts and your feelings, and kind of that's not worked for us. And you know, so this is another reason why I want to do this, is so that show that I am talking about my thoughts and feelings. You know, I'm addressing the fact that somebody's angered me, you know, for something stupid, and I want to get it out there that it has been kind of building up and building up and building up. And I just think life's too short, you know. I've got my kids, I've got my wife, my family, you know. I'm trying to build something for them, build something for my future generations. And you know, when you've got negativity around you where, you know, they're kind of focused on silly little things, but they make it so dramatic that, you know, it can't help but wind you up. You've got to kind of take control of that. And I feel like I am doing that. I'm doing that with meditation. And that's been a key thing to my recovery, meditation. And I am currently doing Qigong, which is stretching exercises, martial arts related, it's really good. I'm getting myself into a routine, and I'm journaling. You know, these things all help me, you know, to recover. I'm currently doing a week-long juice detox. So I'm on day 4, and I have not eaten solid food for 4 days. That is unbelievable for me. Like, I'm a monster when it comes to food, hence the size of me. You know, going back to my recovery and when I fell off, I got to a point where I was sleeping all the time, getting up, being really hungry. I feel like a lot of the hunger was like related to the medication. And then I'd be a monster, just eat anything and everything and give no care for my body or care for what it's doing to me, what I'm putting inside my body. So I knew I had to change that, so that's what I did. And so now I'm on the day 4 of my juice detox, and looking to reset my body, and everything is kind of moving forward. Everything is progressing very well, you know, because I also want to show this. So, you know, I'm not going to have videos every day. In fact, I'm considering maybe doing a podcast, and rather than videos, because my voice makes my face look much better looking. But also it's easier because I'm very busy. I'm working on building a business, and you know, I feel like, especially with things like Alexa and stuff like that, whereas like voice is kind of moving forward, you know, rather than video, and I can do it at the same time as doing other things. Whereas video, I've got to put my ugly mug on this thing, and I've got to make sure that things are considerably quiet, or, you know, calm. But we won't get that in my house, you know, which is not a problem, because nothing's perfect. You strive for perfection, you just, you know, you're just wasting your time. Just remember, right, you always have 2 choices. In every situation, you have 2 choices. You have a good choice and a bad choice, a right choice and a wrong choice, you know, a positive choice and a negative choice. And the more choices you make, the larger the impact. So wherever you are in life right now, you have the power to change that, and do that by making a string of choices, whatever is kind of best for you. You know, it's not going to be easy. It sounds a lot easier than it is. You know, it's not easy to make lots and lots of choices, but simple little things, you know, like meditation, help. You know, they really do help, and it's a gradual process. And I'm looking, you know, I am an example of that. I certainly am. As I say, I doubt myself all the time, but you know, I've done so well, and I am doing so well. And you know, there's a lot of people that talk the talk, but I'm actually doing it, and yeah, I'm making mistakes along the way, and I'm embracing those mistakes to help myself move forward, but also to show people that it is possible. So yeah, it's I'd love to, you know, connect with more people and show that, you know, I am kind of helping, you know, inspire kind of a change. And if anybody needs any help and advice, although I'm not qualified, I'm not, I haven't got any certificates as such, but you know, I've got life experience, and life experience is much better than anything else. You know, I actually wish I had more of the older generation around me, so I could, you know, borrow from their wisdom, because I think that's a thing that we kind of often neglect, is the fact that the life experience that the older generation have, we often make that, you know, we often forget about how important that is. And we should, I mean, as a standard, we should love and care for everybody, but really we should take the time to, you know, build from the experience of the older generation. So, you know, I'm 38, anybody older than me, hey, please get in touch. I'd love to kind of collaborate with you and kind of have a chit chat about, you know, things that you've learnt in life. And you know, I have massive big plans, but this is not going to happen on my own. I'm hungry to make small changes every day to affect my life and the lives of others. So anyway, enough rambling from me. It's great to be back, and I'll speak to you all soon. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care.